Good morning. So here we are, Tuesday, November the 12th. Tuesday, November the 12th. Yes, yesterday was the Songkran Festival, full moon fever. So today we're taking soybean back up to the construction site. Big things are happening today, apparently. Day two of like the big stuff. So what is it? I don't know. You want to follow along? Then let's do this. So here we are picking it up Tuesday, November the 12th, down at the construction site. Apparently we did have some doors delivered this morning. They're going to be the interior doors for the 2 bedrooms and the garage access. We also had the hinges delivered and the deadbolts and handles. So they can be installed. Let's have a look at Yumi. Hello. You're such a good dog, eh? She's just letting all these soy dogs know who's boss. There's one over there. There's a whole brood of them over here. Anyways. So today's breaking news story is that the painter who's been hired by PJack, who's been doing all this good work, although sometimes just working by himself, but he's got a very steady hand for doing his cuts and his lines and very happy with them. We always, joke around with each other through the mixed language barriers that we have. Anyways, so they paid him a little bit extra because he needed to buy more paint, which makes sense. And so now, can't find him. As I mentioned earlier, probably yesterday was a Songkran, which is sometimes a bit of a festival. It's huge here in Thailand. I think anytime they have a full moon, people just go, full moon crazy. But it was also 11/11, which, yeah, we have one of those every year. But anyways, so they can't find the painter. Are the door and window guys that Boom hired, doors being the garage and stuff like that. The garage guy actually is a different guy than the windows and interior sliders and stuff. So the door guy is going to come out today and measure up the garage door and the scooter door. Get us a price on that. The window guy, he had his guys out here yesterday. They were measuring up everything. He wanted a deposit as well to get started. And Boom said, you come out here today, as he's supposed to come out here today and start work. And by lunchtime, then she'll get him his deposit, which will be half, which will cover all the materials. And we'll probably not even cover all the materials because their labor isn't that much out of the whole project. So it's all glass and aluminum and rubber and stuff like that. But so that's where we're at right now. So the painter is a no-show and they can't reach him on the phone. So it was always going to be nice to get the ceiling painted before the kitchen came in and at least have the walls behind the cupboards painted. So we'll see what happens. Maybe his crew, maybe his band of brothers can do it. Looks like Jen might have got somebody on the phone right now. So I'm guessing he's in the hospital because that's normally the thing, or somebody in his village died, just from my 1 year of construction experience in Thailand. So I'll keep you updated. That's where we stand right now. I'm in front of the camera. Why not? Look at me. This is the safest color I have for riding soybean. Oh, you can't see him. Back when I have more news. Bye. So some of you have asked me, how does the Rebar Forms get made? Okay, not some of you, just a couple of you. But anyways, so this is the lady team over here. And they've got the jig up top, which they used yesterday for doing the bending of all these ones that are in the bucket, as well as larger ones. And now they just tie them all together, one post at a time. Now you're wondering, well, that's a lot of labor, and it certainly is. And you're wondering, can't they just buy these pre-made? Yes, they certainly can. And you're like, why don't they do that? And I can say, that's an excellent question that I don't have the answer for. And nobody seems to know other than P. Noon here, daytime boss. He says he likes to hire a village of people, keep them all employed. Sure, he'd just go buy them and they would be delivered and they would have this fence up today. But instead, we're going to do this one at a time. So yesterday was just bending all of the squares around. Oh, where's my finger? Over here, bending the squares around and bending the feet on them. That was day one. So day two is they're going to form them together, and there's probably going to be about 20 of them or so. But we know the quality that's inside each post, which when you buy them, you don't know. So I guess that's a good thing. Otherwise, still no update on the painter. The construction guys, the regular day guys, they're tying together their old scaffolding and they're putting the old paper bags that cement come in on the feet so that it doesn't scratch the floor because they don't have wheels for it. And the painter has all that gear. So it's about 8:30, 8:40 now in the morning. So we're just at I mean, the fence is going to be built today. Well, no, not built. Continued. And the electrician, he might be coming out soon. I think the water tank gets delivered this week. We already picked up the pumps and the filter for it. So it can be plumbed in if they have the plumber. I think this guy here with the hat on, he does the detailed construction work in the building the counters and things in the bathroom. Actually, let me just go upside here and into the master bathroom. I'll show you what they did yesterday. It looks good. Actually, before we get inside, let me point out this here. So yesterday they added that last tile. This is where we are right here. So they added the last tile all the way around, which had to be cut to size. Then they've made the step up on the concrete. I'll shoot it down the angle so you can see. So it comes up about a couple of centimeters here. We call it like maybe an inch and a bit, and then here another 2 inches or so. The width of it is 10 centimeters. So this is where the aluminum tracks go for the sliding door windows here. So they actually sit flush with the step coming out, but they're elevated off of the deck outside. So the cement guy, he did all that yesterday while Noon was cutting the tiles, getting them all in perfect. So this has been all done here. This is kind of like an example piece showing the tracking that they use and how it fits right in there perfect and flush with the floor. So that's all good. They also did the back door here, which while I'm standing here, what's going to happen is they're going to build it for like 3 pieces of glass. So there's going to be a beam, a post, aluminum channel coming across here. So the top piece of glass is going to be fixed at the same height as here, these doors. And then down here, there's going to be like the slider. One may be fixed and the other one may slide, or sometimes here they both seem to slide in either direction. So I don't know. And yeah, so out here is where they did the other one, where they made the step. And there's something different about this, and I'm not exactly sure, but they put the tile on this one and not the other ones. And I don't know the reasoning behind it. They tried to explain it, didn't really make sense. Maybe this track is not as deep, so they had to raise it up a little bit, because this is only going to be a two channel. So if I was to guess, I would say that's what it is. That's most of my life here is guessing. Okay, let's go see what I was telling you about before, the master bath. Right through here, around the corner. So originally the counter was built at 23 inches, should have been built at 32 inches, if you remember from those previous videos. So there it is there now. So we had to pick up a new slab of this stuff, and they've trimmed it all nicely. P. Noon said that he had his best guy on it, which is the guy that I'm familiar seeing. So the best guy is really just the best guy on his team. He's not definitely the best guy anywhere, probably in this neighborhood. But I don't know if you can see that, but it's rough and he missed, and it's about a 3 mil gap. But anyways, and right, the bottom is super sharp. So maybe they'll file that down later, or maybe Jen will, after she gets some stitches getting in and out of the bathtub. I don't know. This is a bathtub I'll never use, and I don't think she's going to use it that much either, because people don't use bathtubs here. But anyways, it looks really good. I love the, we looked through a few stones until we came up with this one. So it turned out good. He was able to, the other thing they did is, well, they raised the counter from here up to here now. And so they're going to fix that somehow. More tiles, mud, whatever. This is all under the sink. This is where the hot water machine sits. And then it's plumbed hot and cold to both taps and bathtub and shower. So yeah, this was really low. Like in comparison to me, this was, well, you can't really see. It's in line with my knees here. This is the level of my knees because it's a step down. So anyways, it's fixed. Best guy on it. So today the best guy on it is the painter. Well, the makeshift painter. He's also going to probably be the makeshift fence guy. That's what they've come up with. When we come this way towards the spare bedroom, I figure I might as well just show you a quick peek in on this bathroom. So now the counter's been mounted. It's floating. It's off the ground by about more than a foot, 12 inches, say 16 inches. So that'll allow water flow right under. There's one drain in the corner there. And then the shower has its drain in the opposite corner. So ideally the floor is sloped here and the shower is sloped there. And I just say ideally because we don't know till we turn the water on. The doors are in. They've been adjusted now and flipped around and mounted the right way, so everything is perfect there. We do have the hot water machine for this one, and they put 2 taps, but they've joined them together, so they're both not cold water, but they're both tank water. So no one knows why they did that, because in the other bathroom and bathtub, hopefully it's hot and cold is the way they plumbed them. And there's no hot water like this in this bathroom. That's why there's the machine on the wall with electricity. Okay, so we do have the taps and everything. So this room is basically complete. They just have to piece it together. Window guy is supposed to be coming out today. So we'll see. They might be loading up their truck. Oh, we bought the AC units as well for here. These are the 3 doors that were delivered this morning. 3 doors that were delivered, and packages of hinges and the hardware. Originally, up until now, these have been left off, these final slabs, because I was mentioning how they set that anchor in the ground that the door slides down and locks into, both this one and the scooter door. And I said at home how they have it where it locks into the channels. So anyways, this here is what they use on not residential garage doors. So the garage doors that we have do have a really nice track. They've got the big unit up top here. They have the tracks that come down, and they lock into both posts. So Jen's asking the guy to, oh look, this tile's already smashed too. I mean, what a joke. Anyways, so they're gonna fix that, and they're probably gonna fill that full of white cement. Same day, about 9:15, 9:30. These 2 father-son team, they're doing the roll-up doors for us. It's a friend of Jen's. And the colors come 5 choices. And some of the colors are green, black, gray, and blue. So we're left with a white and a creamy sort of yellow. So obviously we're going with the creamy sort of yellow, which is good. Both doors will match. We're not going to have any windows in them, no holes or anything. They're very strong. The rebar people, they're just bending these out straight. They're going to start working still on the fence. We got Grinder in here. He's doing his thing, taking the rough edge off so that they can install the windows and doors. I did see the window door guy here this morning. They might be doing final measurements, or they might be prepping. Rain's just started. Grandma's getting a little juice. Rain's just started, ever so slightly. I don't think it's gonna stick around. Once they get the posts in, then they start putting the horizontals in, tying them together to give it the base sort of foundation. So that's where we're at right now. Yumi's still in the car. She's been a good girl. Soybeans getting wet. I can't really say by trade he's the plumber, but what I can say is he's not the painter that was original, but he is painting today. Apparently the painter that disappeared is actually looking to pick up a couple of guys for his crew, because he knows how important this job is. So we'll see if that happens. The garage door guy came back to us with a quote. He was out this morning. So he gave us a good deal on that with the power motor and everything. So that's good, we're happy. Place that order. It takes about 7 days until it's processed and ready to go, and then they'll come out and install it that same day if we're available. So that's good. They're putting back the, I think it's called the painter's box, the plumb line. So they're gonna actually start building the fence, I believe, or installing the fence. So what they have, I'll just give you a quick look. Sorry, I don't have my microphone, but they've made these baskets similar to the house, only for the house they were 2 meters square. For the fence here, they're about 30 centimeters. Anyways, they flip them this way. They stick them in the ground. Oh, like that, there's already one in there. And they pour the concrete on top of that. They'll stand these up. They'll wire wrap them in corners, the 4 legs. These will be the verticals. And right now they got the plumb line going up, so they know exactly where to put it. You probably can't see it. It's a neon fish line that they use. And he's just building the other end of it here, so they get the perfect plumb from here. So they'll be nice and square. Or at least they'll be straight. And they're building it right parallel to the road. Don't have the microphone, but I'm doing a quick pan in. Window guys are here. Got the frames, got a bunch of frames made. Boom's pulled some friends. Just got our old schoolmate here. He brought in his painting crew. should have had Boom as the GC, general contractor. So everything's getting done. So the guys that were painting are now, this guy's been summoned to hold up the post. The lady that got bit by the dog is in the hole, tying off the post. The other lady, she's just standing, as we can see. It's not a photograph, it's a video. And the other guy's mixing. He's taken over from Grandma. She's just about had enough of that after 68 years. So now she's the water mule, barefoot. Coarse gravel there too, I might add. Well, just coarse everywhere. I mean, it's a construction site. But yeah, barefoot. Now what they could have done is just, yeah, they got the hose dragged out to here. So, anyways, they just have her going bucket at a time. But yeah, this is a positive sign. It's not actually the door frame. They've got a bunch of windows, but the doors here were just reconfirmed their measurements this morning. So they said they had to go back and make them. But the painters are here, not the ones from the contracting party or anything. This is friends of Jen. All right. That's it for now.
Hey YouTube, it's PolarAttack. My vlog will feature travel and adventure touring. Come along for the ride. What's stopping you? Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hey YouTube, it's PolarAttack. My vlog will feature travel and adventure touring. Come along for the ride.